brains.
Hello everyone and happy Halloween! We are starting with our zombie makeup look. This is called DuraShield, what I just put on. It is a mousse that protects the skin. We are starting with liquid latex from Kryolan and just tissue. So I dipped the tissue in the latex, put it on my face. Now I'm dipping a sponge into the liquid latex and I'm just stippling tissue on my face. And it's a very easy way to look pretty gruesome. So I'm ripping tissue. This is all done very randomly because we're doing a zombie look. Really, the messier and more random you could do the makeup, the more awesome it's going to look. You don't really want to plan too much. You want to have a general idea of what you want to do, but really you just want to go with it and just play with it and put it on very randomly, which is what I did. I'm just tearing off little, I think my whole face only took like 3 pieces of Kleenex. And yeah, so I let it dry, which you could tell when it dries, it turns a little yellow like that and a little bit clear. And then I went in with a tool. This is not sharp at all. It has a little, like a round BB on the end, so it's very safe. But I went in and I just lifted the edges and tore the tissue and the latex a little bit just to look a little beat up. I started with a dark gray makeup, and then as you can see right there, I went into a lighter gray. So a little bit of a dark gray, then went in with a lighter gray to cover everything. You want to make sure you cover your ears, that's very important. Then I went in with a yellow and a white. I mixed those together, and just to give it some depth, you know. The gray is dark, it's going to push everything back. The yellow and the more white color is going to bring things forward and really highlight the tissue on the face. This is a brown powder, so I scraped a little bit onto a palette. And now I'm using just some sunscreen, really, and I'm mixing it together. This is a great tip to use if you're going to be in the sun a lot. You can actually mix sunscreen in with your makeup, and that's going to help you so you won't get burned. But we're taking a stipple sponge here, and we're just applying dirt. Again, this zombie look is very dirty. This is an older zombie that's been dead for a while. This zombie is gray in color. It's not a fresh zombie. It's a dirty zombie. You know, she's been around a while. She's been looking for brains for, you know, a long time. So she's dirty. And yeah, so we're going to dirty her up and have some fun. Then we're going to go in where we lifted the edges of the makeup, and we're going to go in with some black, just again to give the cuts some depth, the rotting skin some depth, you know. So we're going to go in with a little bit of black. Then I'm going to take my my sponge, the same sponge I used to put on the gray makeup, and I'm just going to go over that and blend it out. So like right here it looks kind of harsh, you know, like the black is really black. You want it to not look so harsh. So go over it with a sponge. This was called Fresh Scratch. Ooh, yummy. And again, from Kryolan, I love their like I go to them for like my Halloween type makeup or special effects stuff. I really love their makeup products. But yeah, so this is exactly what it is. It's fresh scratch. So it looks like your skin was freshly scratched or torn. Again, this is a dead zombie. So, you know, normally it wouldn't be like a really red blood coming out of the zombie, but I wanted to show you a few blood options. So this was the first blood option. This is the second one. This is a paste lymphatic. Ooh, yummy. Doesn't that sound good? Okay, so this is more of a pussy, an yellow, dark, old pus color. I really preferred this color. To really sell the dead zombie look, I thought this was a great option. This was the one I liked best. But, if you're going trick-or-treating and, it doesn't have to be perfect or too legit looking, you know what I mean? Too real, if you will. The red does look great, so the red is a good option too. But see that? See how it looks like, you could tell like the blood on the bottom half of my face is red, and then that forehead is just that lymphatic. I just love it. I think it's a great option. It kind of looks dirty. It looks old and pussy and old pus, like it's been drying there for a while. It's a great, great color. And again, just randomness. I'm just putting this, in where the sores are, where the cuts are and stuff, but also just all over the face, just whatever, I feel to do. Darkening the eyes a little bit. We don't want them too dark, but you want to look like, you're dead. So we're going a little dark. I didn't want to go black with the eyes because I didn't want to look like a skeleton or something like, you know what I'm saying? But because the skin is there, but the skin is just dead. So I just want to go a little bit darker. And then I took the black from the sponge and just went all over the face again. The more you could, mix it up, the better it looks. So this is a cool product. That's a baby wipe right there. And this is a liquid dirt. So I'm going to spray the liquid dirt onto a baby wipe. And I'm just going to pat it onto the skin. And watch how it brings out all the little creases in the tissue on the face, in the Kleenex. It just brings out all the detail. See that? Look at that chin. That's awesome. I love it. I just love it. Plus, it's adding dirt, right? Again, you're a dirty zombie. You want to look dirty, and this is a great way to show the detail of the rottingness of your face. So I thought it was great. I loved it. Again, all over the face, there's no system to this. It's just all random. This is dirt, but this is a powder form dirt. So there it is. We're going to just take a brush. This is just a blush brush. And we're just going to tap it all over the face, You want to show people just how dirty you are. You're a dirty zombie. You've been on the streets looking for brains for a long time. So yeah, just dirt all over the face. Just randomly put it on there. Kind of fun, after your mother told you to be clean all those years, and here you get to be dirty. It's kind of fun. Put dirt on your face. Okay, here is liquid blood. Okay, so here's another form of the blood, right? Showed you the paste blood, showed you lymphatic. Now I'm showing you liquid blood, which liquid blood is what you want to put on last. Yeah, so now we're just going to, and see it's red, it is a liquid. It is, just more fresh, more of a fresh cut now. But also it could be, your victim's brains splatter on your face. It could be whatever you need it to be. But, yeah, I think this looks really cool. I really like, but see how you put the different bloods on? It's different layers to the look. Instead of just having one blood, that's one look. But this is like on the forehead, you can see like some lymphatics. You can see the paste. You can see the fresh blood we're just putting on, and all these different, you know, layers of blood that we're putting on really tells a story, you know. It really sells what you're going for. So remember, we're dead, so we have to put eyeliner on. I'm covering up, you know, my skin color, and it's random. You know, you've been dead a while, you just put it on. Okay, so this is a sea salt spray, because you got to mess up your hair. You've been dead a while, and you know your hair's not perfect. You've been through the dirt and everything else. That's hairspray. So just adding, again, just the more, you know, things you could put in your hair to make it dirty, right? And then we're adding dirt. That's the powder dirt, and we're just gonna add that to the hair. Why not? You know, you've been dirty. I'm putting it to my scalp too, because I don't want people to see like my my scalp color. So it's kind of making it darker, which I thought worked well. Okay, now we're drying the teeth, because we're gonna put on a tooth lacquer. I love this stuff. I've used this a few times. So it's Fleet Street Tooth Lacquer. Sorry you can't see that too well. The color is called Rotten. You know, makes sense, right? You're a zombie. Your teeth are rotten. So I thought this was, I loved it, but I thought it was a little too green, you know. So I took some black. And just, again, it's very random. See that? There's no method to the madness. It's just totally random. I didn't like the way it looked right there, so I took my finger. I just rubbed it in. And then I was like, nice. Loved it. Look at that. Just using your finger. I mean, looks great. Now, you've been eating brains all day, so you need some blood around the mouth, right? You gotta prove that you've been eating your brains. And I think that's gonna complete our look, kids. I had so much fun doing this. Don't you want to know how I created this zombie look? Isn't it cool?
You're like all of a sudden like British zombie.
I'm a British zombie. Should have said brains, huh? Brains. I want the brains. Ah.
It's for the outtakes.
Brains. I like brains.
Oh, I like brains. For breakfast.
Ah! I want brains. Brains. Are you laughing at me, Anthony?
Yeah.
Do you like my look, honey?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, it's so amazed by what you can do.
Really, honey?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's so sweet. Okay. Oh, God. Ah!
Are you acting?
Ah!
Is that acting or?
It hurts a little, but it's acting too. Ah! It doesn't hurt as bad as long as it doesn't have hair. Ah.